Live from the Spill Studios located on the I-35 corridor, it's time once again for a couple of cold ones with Corey and Carlisle.
Drinking some leftover Schlitz. Well, you are. I'm drinking some leftover Christmas. This is what we got drunk on during the Christmas one.
Oh, yeah. No, we got pretty hammered that night. That was a thing of beauty.
That was, man. I cherished that recording. So I still had some beer left over because I remember that night I went I kept going to the store and buying some.
So do you like that stuff?
I do.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Oh, there we go.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
He's been singing this song.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
I had some artwork to scan in and send it off. He was waiting patiently, but then he started singing that song, and I was thinking to myself, "Fuck, man, he's singing a Beyonce song. I'm gonna have that shit all on my mind all night."
Why'd
you do that to me, man?
It's the new Tom's Diner. You know, every year there's got to be that one song that just gets in your head. Yeah. Now, anyone listening to a couple of cold ones, like 5 hours from now, they're just going to be sitting there washing the dishes or something going, oh, motherfucker.
Damn it. You know what else gets to people? It's an old commercial. Now, if you're old enough to remember it, a lot of people, if you sing it around them, they would keep singing it all day because I've done it.
Da.
No, that's a good one, but it's not that one. This one was, I went by a guy one day at work and I said, "Whoa, those golden grams." And I came back and he was whistling that shit all day. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
It's an old Golden Grams commercial. A lot of kids probably don't remember it, but if you knew the commercial, it would be in your head all fucking day. You'd want Golden Grams cereal.
I have finally mastered the art of getting things out of my head.
How do you do that?
Well, no. You gotta. The trick is you gotta find another song to replace it with, but it's got to be a sticky song. And I've
a stinky song.
A sticky.
Oh,
song.
I thought you said a stinky. song.
No, it's got to be sticky. It's got to be something. And there's a couple really good sticky songs and a couple really bad sticky songs. And
what is a sticky song?
It's a song that sticks in your head and won't go away.
But isn't that what you're trying to get rid of in the first place?
Yeah, but there's. You know what? Do you like that Beyonce song? Because I sure as fuck don't.
I don't hate it, so I'm not.
You
don't
hate it,
by
but you don't. So when it's stuck in your head, it's not a good thing that it's stuck in your head.
I just hate. I had songs that I love that have gotten stuck in my head. It's the fact that it's there on a loop that I hate.
But you pick a good song that sounds good on a loop, and then you
see that doesn't work for me because then I have another song and it's just stuck in my head anyway. So
yeah, but if you're gonna have something stuck in your head, scientists have actually
put a
said
nail in there,
lobotomize
yourself. What's that?
Scientists have actually done studies and found that there's actually a reason for that, and they believe they know why.
Why?
That's the period of that's what's going on in your head as a reaction to your brain permanently cementing things in your mind. That's your mind, dude. That's like the spinning hourglass on your computer when your brain is saying, "We're committing this to memory. This is going to stay here forever," and that's what your mind is doing while that's happening.
Hey, man, let me ask you something, because you seem to read up on these kind of conditions. You caught me in Dragon's Lair, that comic book store.
I caught you.
Man, listen to this shit. I come in,
I just jump out.
I walk in there. There's this comic book store called Dragon's Lair, and Carlisle was nice enough to give us gift certificates there for Christmas. Now, I walk in, and I hear these two people arguing. I mean, they're just going at it, and I'm thinking, man, this sounds like an argument Carlisle would have with somebody. And sure enough, I hear, "Hey, asshole, what are you doing in here?" I look over, and it's you. And I was like, does this shit just follow you wherever you go, these kind of movie arguments?
Well, kind of. I mean, this is one of those things where I ran into somebody that I got lured into an argument with someone, and I didn't realize who I was arguing with at the time. And there are some people you can actually argue with.
What were y'all arguing about anyway? Because you asked me, do you hear this going on? I was like,
it was the dumbest fucking argument, man.
I was like, man, I'm tuning this shit out. I'm just looking for a present.
It was the dumbest fucking argument. I mean, we literally were arguing about just the stupidest shit.
You were arguing about, that's what it was. And I don't know how it got started, but it is about stuff that you are ready to argue about. It was Michael Bay.
Well, the thing is no, that wasn't that wasn't what the argument was about.
I came in on the middle of the island, and it was about a chase film. Island being not a chase film.
It started off with him making the dumbest fucking argument, which was nothing good has ever come out of France. And I said, Luc Besson. And he's like, no, Luc Besson doesn't count. I'm like, what? And it leads down that road, and he compared Luc Besson to Michael Bay. I said, that's not true. Michael Bay isn't good with story. And he's like, what? And starts going off and comparing the two. And he's one of those guys that in arguing, he's arguing with the belief that you can actually win an argument of this type. Not that you can actually, that you'll learn something from it. He's arguing from the point of view that I am going to attack his thesis and run around in circles until I destroy him and win the argument.
So wait a minute. I figured this would be something that you two would actually agree on. I mean, you love Michael Bay. He's defending Michael Bay. What the hell was going on?
Well, it was a guy who wanted to argue for the sake of arguing. And he kept arguing strange points. And
it sounds like you two have a lot in common.
No, I don't argue for the sake of arguing. I argue because I enjoy discussion and I enjoy learning things from people, and I enjoy sharing the information that I've gathered up. And ultimately, when you find somebody who you enjoy arguing with, who forces you to come up with good, strong arguments and work it out yourself, and who has their own great arguments where you learn from their arguments and they force you to reconsider the way you look at things, that's a positive thing. That's the Socratic method. When you argue with people who want to argue just because they like arguing and they think they're good at it, then you have to bail out as soon as you realize that's what's happening, because you're
sounds
never
like a match made in heaven for you too.
No, because the guy was he wasn't offering intelligent analysis of a situation. He was trying to play around with words and saying, well, you said that Michael Bay can't tell a story. I said, no, I said he's not good with story. Well, that's the same thing. And now you're saying that he told a story here, so clearly he knows how to tell a story. So you're wrong.
Did that guy work there?
No,
because the whole store was filled with that argument, and people, when I was walking around, the guy at the counter was just rolling his eyes like, God damn. There was a cat that even walked around the corner. Like, the cat said, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, Ajuan was just like, oh my God, will they stop? And the minute I realized what was going on, because he had me fished in, and I'm like, oh fuck, I got caught into this. I just started laughing. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. And just halfway through the argument, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. This isn't going anywhere. I apologize. I shouldn't have.
By the way, that cat hung himself by the end of the night. Just to let you know.
It was a business, because he was literally getting under my skin with his arguments, because he kept arguing in circles, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And when I realized, I was like, oh God, there's no reason to argue with this guy.
Oh, we might have an upset here. By the way, I'm looking at the top. I'm not trying to segue. You just caught my attention. That's all. But anyway, go ahead.
But you walked in and that's what was going on.
Well, when I walked in, I got into a discussion, and I actually, you caught me in the middle of it, and I was talking about, what was I saying? I was saying that, I have this condition. That's what we're talking about, conditions that you have with your brain. Tell me what this is with me, because I'm being dead serious about this. I have this thing where I wake up, I can look around, but I can't move. I'm conscious. I'm thinking. I've done this for years, so I'm used to it, and I know how to stop it. All I have to do is not panic, just kind of ease myself back to sleep, and a few seconds later, I'm free and I can wake up and move. Now, for those few seconds that I am conscious and paralyzed, I'm so scared that axe murderer is going to come through the door, and there's not going to be a fucking thing I can do about it. You're going to get some creature who just walks in and points at me and just starts walking towards me. I cannot move, defend myself. But have you heard about this?
Yeah, it's called Morningwood. Well, the problem is that
I know how to take care of that.
It's gone to one part of your body. I have no idea.
I'm moving. Yeah, I got this condition where no part of me moves except my dick. What is this? I'm conscious, and so is my dick, but the rest of me cannot move.
I've never heard of that. I have no idea.
If anybody out there knows what it is, somebody told me that it's something called sleep paralysis, but I've heard several different definitions for it. If somebody out there can tell me what that is, please tell me, because if I can solve it, because I've been scared to bring it up to my doctor or anything. Of course, I haven't gone for a physical in months or years rather. But
I hadn't gone for a physical for 12 years. And I just went and had one a few months back.
And they said, "Damn, you're fucked up. You have 12 days to live."
That was actually one of my favorite phone calls I got last year, because the nurse called up and said, "Yep, here's your numbers. This is your target. Here's what your number is. Here's your target. Here's what your number is." Doctor says, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're doing great."
All right, good.
So it's like, awesome. I'm going out and getting a milkshake.
I'm gonna get a barrel of coffee. But no, so I would love for somebody
Don't make
to tell
fun
me
of my
what
barrels of coffee.
Man, you came in here at that fucking Niagara
You act
Falls.
like that
barrel.
was the one day that I
was-
drank that much coffee. My God, I live off
If
coffee.
if you do that, then I don't know. Maybe it's doing you good, but that's a scary thing you had. That coffee.
How do you think I write 45 plus articles a month?
I'm okay.
On
I'm saying
coffee.
okay. That's good. I'm just saying it's scary that you thrive on that much coffee to get by. Because right now I'm looking at you and your eyes are blinking. It's
Because they're dry.
it's more than an episode of Bewitched.
No,
way your
no,
eyes
the
are blinking.
blinking thing has to do with my eyes being dry, not with caffeine.
Okay, because I'm
You guys are always like, "What's up with you?" It's like, dude,
Yeah,
my
'cause
eyes
you
are
got
dry.
shaky
It's
legs
dry
and
in
you're
here.
blinking? Okay.
Well, no, the shaky legs that's just something I've always had.
crazy. I mean,
I'm
goddamn.
mildly hyperactive.
I'm expecting to be like that episode of Bewitched where you blink your eyes and an elephant pops up in the room. Yes.
Yeah, because elephants are what I'm thinking about right now.
So, hey, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get into
The top 5 brought to you by Spill.
yes, sir. And we have a request for you people next week because we might have to record a couple of cold ones early, but we'll get to that after we go to this top 5. And let's start with
Number 5. Number
Oh, shit, you caught
5.
me off guard
Yeah,
with
you
that.
really come
Yeah.
alive.
whoa, you scared me.
I'm shaking it. I'm shaking it up for you,
It was all
Wilbur.
mellow, and then all of a sudden you
that's not a carrot.
It was from 0 to 60. Oh, shut up, man. It's my sleep condition. Wilbur Corey.
Oh, Corey, that's not a carrot.
You tried to stick me in my sleep.
So the number 5 film is
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. It has made $94 million so
good
far.
because it cost like $106 bazillion.
I mean, it's going to have to make up a lot on DVD because that's a lot of money to try to make back. But
Well, but let's see how it does come, Academy Award time because that would mean a lot.
even then, I mean, I think studios just give up on trying to make money at the movies for big budget films. They move on to DVD and whatnot. I mean, I did a whole breakdown. I'm not going to do it now, but I did a whole numbers breakdown one day, and it's crazy how you have to do. You have to do 2.5 times enough of the business that the budget is to make that money.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you do.
yeah. So anyway, good. I mean, I love that movie.
It's a great
good
movie.
Yeah.
One of the best of the year.
Yeah. Let's go to number 4.
Number 4.
Which has beat Benjamin Button at more than half the cost.
You have
Marley
beaten
and
me, Benjamin Button, once again.
But we will race again. Marley and Me. That fucking dog is kicking ass, man.
He's a dog.
Yeah, he $123.7 million, man.
People love a dog story.
People love that fucking Marley boy. Marley's retarded. People love dogs that pee and hump things. I've learned. So, and we're putting up a video review for that, by the way.
I can't wait.
I'm doing a test here. I'm doing some shorter reviews to put out more reviews. Not that we're making all the reviews short, but because that's where our money is. I mean, our money here is our movie reviews. So I got 2. I'll get into this later. Marley and Me. All right, number 3.
Number 3.
Bride Wars.
Now, hold on a second. Whoa. Where are you getting your numbers?
I'm sorry. Now,
No.
this is what I said might be the upset. Okay, because everything I've looked at has made Bride Wars number 2. Now, I'm on Box Office Mojo right now.
Box Office Mojo showing who won Sunday, not who actually won the weekend.
Okay, well,
If you look at the total number for the weekend, Bride Wars has another film by about $500,000.
Well, actually, they're fucking up because they don't have it listed right. Yeah, because excuse me, people, I'm going off of one website here. It's not me, but I'm gonna tell you the numbers here. And they have the numbers here. Okay, number 3, you just sing the number 2 so we can just make both of them.
Let's go and have ourselves a refreshing number 2.
I've seen your number 2s before. They're not very refreshing.
Well, they definitely don't smell refreshing.
Yeah, you get to jiggle that toilet sometimes. Now, we have The Unborn here, which is at $21.1 million. And then you have
$21.1 million.
And then Bride Wars, they have the numbers here. It's $21.5 million. So
That's right.
Bride Wars is ahead of The Unborn. So The Unborn is number 3, and Bride Wars is number 2. And they both debuted this week.
And
Not
they're
bad. Not bad numbers for them. Not
and-
exactly great movies.
Now, I think Bride Wars is definitely this week's number 2. It was a total stinky piece of shit. It was unbearable to watch, and I understand that it's number 2, but it makes me so happy that it is number 2 and not number 1 because it got its ass handed to it.
Oh, yeah.
by the coolest, oldest motherfucker in the business.
So
let's go up to number 1 and talk about my second favorite movie of the year.
You can't even sing it. Look at this,
dude. Well, I gotta say, this was number 2 on my list of best films of the year. I've watched this film 3 times. I love it.
Yeah,
I
Gran
love
Torino.
the fact that Gran Torino. Clint Eastwood came out and kicked the crap out of Bride Wars. He just said, "Well, I'm going to send those bitches back to hell."
It's they were able to put a good trailer out there, get some good word of mouth, and they made $40.1 million. So, that's
40. That's 30.
I'm sorry, they have what the fuck is?
You're looking at the total so far because it's been in limited release. This was the wide release.
Okay,
because it's been out for a few weeks in certain places.
That's right. Well,
so it had made $10 million already. This weekend, it made $30 million, putting it in the number 1 spot this weekend.
It made. And Box Office Mojo actually has. Why did they do the numbers right for the one I'm looking at? Because I'm looking at the front page of it, and they have just $29 million. So it did well.
Yeah.
Did well, man. Yeah, it's made some money. Good for them, man. I mean, I love Clint Eastwood.
And if you have not seen Gran Torino yet, for the love of God, people go see it because it is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, a lot of people loving that movie. I wasn't crazy for the story, but I love looking at Clint Eastwood do his thing, man. So,
well,
yeah.
I think we learned something new about him.
Exactly, boy. I mean, it's Clint Eastwood.
It's Clint fucking Eastwood, dude. Yeah. He's awesome, and he's awesome in this movie. I love it. I love the fact that Eastwood has gone and turned into one of those directors that every other film is the really good one. Mm-hmm. That he makes one crappy film and then one really good film, and they come out close together so that you can actually forget about the bad film.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the Changeling. I liked it. I liked it more than Changeling. Yeah,
Changeling is
that
awesome.
Horror movie.
Changeling sucks.
Changeling. I didn't think it sucked. I liked it. Just whatever. I was like, wow, this is a Clint Eastwood movie. Well, I think he's a good director, but that movie wasn't one of his strongest. So
no.
Let's see here.
So that's the top 5.
That is the top 5. Now, of course, we're going to talk about the Golden Globes.
Of course, we're going to talk about the Golden Globes. Yeah. But first, it's time for my annual rant against the Golden Globes.
Oh, here you go. What's wrong with the Golden Globes?
Every year you ask me what's wrong with the Golden Globes, and every year you forget what's wrong with the Golden Globes. Golden Globes is corrupt. It is unlike the Academy Award. The Academy Award, there's about 6,700 members of the Academy, all who are people in the industry. They're, people who have won the award. They're people who have been around so long that they can't, not be
all these people
voters.
In the Academy voting.
Yeah.
6,700.
Yep. They all get sent a ballot. They all get sent to screeners.
Like we get 6,700 people voting for the Academy Awards.
For the Academy Awards, which is why nobody can ever really guess what it's going to be. Because, how are 6,700 people in the community going to vote? But the Golden Globes are voted on by about 90 people. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which hasn't allowed new members in a long time. Most of the Hollywood Press Association don't even write anymore. They don't participate, or they participate in the minimum amount possible. They just go. They're people who are junket whores who go around to the various junkets, get all sorts of interesting trips and special gifts, and have been rumored to...
So you're saying they're getting bought off then is what...
Yeah, they're getting bought off in a big way. And it's well known that if you need to improve buzz on your film, that you can buy yourself a Golden Globe. It is not at all like the Oscars. It's not really a precursor to the Oscars. Why do all the celebrities go? Because it's the best party in town. It's free booze, free food, and it's a night with all the other industry people on TV having a good old time.
Yeah, apparently they've increased in numbers by 2007, so it's 2009 now. So, yeah, they're up to like over 6,000 members. But, yeah, it's...
what? The Academy Awards?
The Academy Awards, yeah. Yeah, so... I know, and look, I think all this shit is corrupt if you get right down to it. I'm just, because we were talking about earlier whether the Golden Globes were real or not. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's driven by star power and the people who show up. And the Golden Globes have all these celebrities now filling the room. It's great for a TV broadcast. I mean, once you see Spielberg and Scorsese on the stage together and all these stars schmoozing with each other, I mean, they get everybody there. So, and I mean, it's, and Academy Awards are kind of the same way to me, too. I mean, it's really, when it's all done and over with, I mean, what do you mean? What does it mean?
Right. But at least with the Academy Awards, it's an actual vote.
Now, I'll tell you why.
It's a real honest-to-God thing.
Well, I'll tell you why I like the Golden Globes better. and I don't even like award ceremonies that much because they don't have stupid dance numbers. That's why I can't take those.
Didn't the Oscars do away with the dance numbers a few years ago?
Did they do away with them last year? I just remember the last time I saw a dance number and it really stuck out to me was for Hustle and Flow on there. I was just like, they had the prostitute walking down the street and they had all the Johns dancing around there and the pimps.
Oh, but that's during when they play the song.
Yeah, exactly. And I hate that. Yeah,
But you hated that movie. You had issues with that film.
No, I didn't hate that movie. I have the movie. I have issues with that movie. I'm in conflict with that film. I don't like what it's about. I don't like the subject matter, but I still think it's a well-directed movie. I watch it all the time.
That and Soul Plane, man.
Soul Plane is a movie I hate. Period. There's no conflict or anything. It's like fuck Soul Plane.
You're conflicted because it's like what we were talking about the other day. You know, it'd be great if they had some really good pork rinds.
If they had pork rinds in the movie, it'd be a whole totally different thing. No, I can't stand Soul Plane. Hustle and Flow is a well directed movie, man. I just don't like the subject matter. That's all. But I'm not going to get into that. We're talking about the Golden Globes here. Now, we kind of feel the same way about these award ceremonies. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it tonight. To be perfectly
So did
honest.
you turn away from it finally? Because I watched it.
I saw it online. Someone was like, "Oh, yay! Someone got a Golden Globe," and I was like, "Wait." When is that? And then it's like, oh shit, that's tonight. So that's when I called you and said, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about the Golden Globes tonight. You were like, you gonna watch it? I'm like, no.
You said you say you're gonna watch it first.
No,
because I said I was gonna watch.
I every hour and a half I checked up on who received the awards because I had to talk about it. But
I caught it late and I finally watched it. And like I missed all the TV stuff. Man, they had some embarrassing moments on there tonight.
They always do.
Yeah, they Rainn Wilson and the girl who's on Gossip Girl forgot to keep reading the prompter. Sacha Baron Cohen came out and tried to do some comedy shtick, and they just kept cutting to Selma Hayek and a few other people in the room who were like, the fuck are you talking about, man? You know what I mean? And I don't know how many times I missed it, but two people within the 40 minutes that I watched came out and made the joke of, this thing in Hollywood is just like this, like most of the people in this room. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I mean, should we give these people writers or something? Or should we just tell them not to even try to joke? Apparently, actors are not very good at ad-libbing. They're good with a script. I think
different actors.
Different actors, yes. Not all. But I think a lot of these people
I think Seth Rogen could hold his own up there.
Oh, that was a joke. Now, listen to this joke that Sacha Baron Cohen told. First, he said, I liked Benjamin Buttons. It was a story about, he slipped up on the line, too. It was a story about a man who starts out old and gets a younger face as he gets older, like most of the people in this room. And it's like, okay, yeah, you're looking at me now like I made that joke up, and you see that's what he started out with. And then he went the long way around to tell this joke. And I feel bad for Madonna, who had to get rid of most of her personal assistants. Our thoughts go with you, Guy Ritchie. And people just like, fuck, man, just read this shit and go on.
No, I'm sure that joke played a lot better over in England, where he's from, because that's like big news over there. There, that was the Bradgelina of England.
Yeah,
where,
but here, who gives a shit, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like Madonna. We were really glad to foist her off on you, British folk.
God, it was so embarrassing. Colin Farrell got up there and he won for In Bruges, best actor in a comedic role, and it was like, really? He did, yeah. And first of all, that was a surprise. And the second, he just went on and on. It was just like, holy shit.
He's like, I'm really happy that people remember who I am. I was really big a few years ago. And oh, fuck, I was fucking every woman in town. And that became news. And then all of a sudden, no one wanted to work with me anymore.
I know, man. It was like, he's going to fuck tonight. Shit, look out. There's Dick Zillow coming through there with Colin Farrell in the house. But
Dick Zilla? Wow, that's not radioactive stuff spewing out of you.
But that, and what else? I'm trying to tell you some things that you forgot.
Dickzilla. Just hear this humming going through town. Your God is Mega Dickzilla. It's the only thing that can satisfy the 50-foot woman.
Damn, man. There you go, man. Look out. Here it comes. Now, Kate Winslet. I tell you what. I know from Colin Farrell, man. He's a wealth of dick jokes. we'll just go ahead and start reading this stuff.
Let's read
And
it.
give our thoughts on it because I can tell you how some of these things went. Now, I'm happy for people to get attention no matter what kind of awards they are. I mean, if somebody recognizes them, the people are proud to have it, then great. All right, so we'll start out here with best performance by an actress in a motion. No, I'm sorry. Let me go to the top. Steven Spielberg got the Cecil B. DeMille Award. That was kind of cool to look at. Went through a retrospective of his work. Made you realize why we like Steven Spielberg, even though everybody talks shit about him these days. Best motion picture drama went to Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
And the nominees for that were Revolutionary Road, The Reader, Frost Nixon, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Slumdog Millionaire got it. I'm happy about that.
I'm happy. I mean, I disagree, but it's one of those films that it's literally in my top 3, and it's one of those that it won. Hey, rock on! I mean, the thing is, this was such an incredible year for film. Any of my top 5 can win anything, and even if it beats something else in my top 5, it's like, good, it went to a great fucking movie. Slumdog Millionaire is an incredible film that I love more and more the more I watch it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, my Frost Nixon was my bet over that, but I was thinking the way the night was going, when I caught it, I was like, Slumdog Millionaire, they got a thing for it, it's going to win. So, good for Danny Boyle and good for that movie. All right. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture. We have Anne Hathaway, Angelina Jolie, Meryl Streep, and Christian Scott Thomas, and Kate Winslet for Revolutionary Road. She won for Revolutionary Road.
Which was unfortunate.
Revolutionary Road, as far as the Golden Globes go, was one of the most overrated movies because the movie about people fucking arguing for an hour and a half. I mean, it's well directed.
For
great
2 hours.
Yeah, for 2 oh, was it 2 hours?
2 hours.
And that dude who I forgot his name, the guy
Michael Shannon.
Is that his name? The guy,
crazy guy?
Yeah. We praised him so much, nobody remembered him.
No, nobody remembered him. Well, because Best Supporting Actor was already locked. Best Supporting Actor is locked for everything.
Yeah, all right.
And that's a given. But no, this should have gone to
not Kate Blanchett, but Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. Absolutely. Anne Hathaway
blew
fucking the doors off of Kate Winslet this year.
That's a fucking joke, man, right there. I don't know what they...
And this was Best Actress that we're talking about here.
Best Actress in a drama.
Kate Winslet also won for Best Supporting Actress.
We're going to get down to that. Yeah, we'll go down the line to talk about these things. I would have liked if Kate Blanchett had even been nominated. This is the Golden Globes.
Yeah. Golden Globes, total joke. It's interesting to talk about. It's interesting to hypothesize with the Oscars. Yeah. I don't think Revolutionary Road is going to make a showing at the Oscars.
I hope not.
It's not being well received.
Yeah. Kate Blanchett for Benjamin Button was so much better, and Anne Hathaway.
She was incredible.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to best performance by an actor in a motion picture drama. And you have Brad Pitt, Mickey Rourke, Sean Penn, Frank Langella, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Mickey Rourke won for The Wrestler.
And he needed it.
Yeah.
He definitely needs it right now, although I think Langella deserves it. I hope Langella gets the Oscar. He's not getting the kind of buzz coming out that he was getting early on from the rest of us.
I tell you, I thought about this and I said, Frank Langella did a good job, but who was I moved more by? And it was by Mickey Rourke. I mean, that performance really moved me. And so I'm good with both of those.
Yeah, no, I mean, Wrestler's my number 4 movie. I fucking love that movie. So, yeah, no, absolutely.
All right, let's go to best motion picture. Now, this is where the fucking joke is really for me. And this is why I don't care about awards. Best motion picture, musical or comedy. You have Mamma Mia, Vicky Cristina Barcelona, In Bruges, Happy Go Lucky, Burn After Reading. The fact that Mamma Mia is nominated for anything is a fucking joke.
Hold on. First of all, the category is comedy or musical.
I know, and they don't have enough musicals to fill this in, so they put Mamma Mia in.
Mamma Mia is one of the biggest hits of the year. People love it.
It's a hit, but does that mean it's great? No, but I understand that.
So what was the winner?
Vicky Cristina Barcelona, a movie I like a lot. I love that movie. Yeah, I really love that movie. It's one of my favorites.
Well, yeah, but Woody Allen always does well at the...
But I know you don't like Woody Allen. That's a personal thing for you, but that really was a really good movie, man. One of Woody Allen's best in years. I really enjoyed that film.
That's what everybody always says about every film he comes out with. And then,
nah, man, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Woody Allen fan. I love some of his movies. I hate some of his movies. But Vicky Cristina Barcelona, I enjoyed a lot. So let's go ahead and go to best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. Rebecca Hall for Vicky Cristina Barcelona, Sally Hawkins, Happy Go Lucky, Frances McDormand, Burn After Reading, Meryl Streep, Mamma Mia, Emma Thompson, Last Chance Harvey. Again, Meryl Streep couldn't even sing in that movie, so that's a fucking joke. Sally Hawkins for Happy Go Lucky won.
Oh, okay.
I never saw Happy Go Lucky.
I've got it at home, and it doesn't play in two of my DVD players, so I've got to watch it. I've got to watch it on my big projector, and I just haven't felt I haven't been, oh, hey, I'm going to watch this when it comes to sitting out to watch a movie on my projector. It's like, oh, hey, I got Incredible Hulk. I'll watch that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's going on with these DVDs, man? Because you and Leon are having trouble going from DVD.
Well, no, some of them, it's that some of the screeners they send us. But the thing is a lot of the screeners they send out aren't like the actual DVDs. They're special burnt DVDs that are coded with information on who it was sent to.
Yeah.
So because it's burnt from a computer, some DVD players are made by to protect the studios and not to play burned DVDs.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So, and that's just the problem we're having.
I knew that was a problem.
That's a movie I've tried to watch a couple times, like when I'm laying in my bed and I'm like, I'll throw this on, and
it doesn't.
no. So I then grab something else and then forget that that's the one that doesn't play and try to throw it in again.
Well, I want to see this movie. I missed the screening. I heard it was okay. I heard two different things. I heard it's great. This girl, Sally Hawkins, is great. I also heard she was very annoying in the movie because of her optimism. Because apparently she plays a girl who just is so happy no matter what the fuck is going on. All right, so let's go to best performance by an actor in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. We already talked about this. Dick Zilla was. So,
yeah.
But Javier Bardem was up for Vicky Cristina Barcelona, James Franco for Pineapple Express, Brendan Gleeson in Bruges, and Dustin Hoffman for Last Chance Harvey. So, whatever. That's the throwaway category right there, if you ask me. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role for a motion picture. You already said Kate Winslet for The Reader. I hear she's great in that. I haven't seen
it.
But what?
But Marissa Tomei fucking owned that.
I haven't seen The Reader, so I cannot say. I will hold back on that. I hear The Reader is great.
Yeah, but
Marissa Tomei was up for The Wrestler.
Marissa Tomei is so incredible in that.
Viola Davis for Doubt, Penelope Cruz for Vicky Cristina Barcelona, and Amy Adams for Doubt. I haven't seen The Reader, so I'm not going to even say anything right here. Have you seen The Reader?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was good.
It was good? Okay.
It's just another Holocaust movie.
I keep hearing all these people going crazy about this movie, though. Okay, so let's see. We have best performance by an actor in a supporting role in a motion picture. Heath Ledger got it. For The Dark Knight. Philip Seymour Hoffman for Doubt was up. Ralph Fiennes was up. Or Rafe, I didn't even say his name. Rafe Fiennes for The Duchess. He was actually really good in that movie. Robert Downey Jr. for Tropic Thunder. I'm glad he got nominated for that. He was great. And Tom Cruise for Tropic Thunder. Wow, I didn't even know that. Heath Ledger, of course, came in and they said, hey, he got it. He's going to get at the Academy Awards, too. So that's a no-brainer. Yeah. Best animated feature film. You had Bolt, Kung Fu Panda, and WALL-E lined up. Guess which one won? I'm
guessing WALL-E.
Yes.
Yeah, although I'm really, again, I'm upset. This will probably happen. It happens every year, and this is something that's really starting to get under my skin. We have a category for best animated. Best animated. That's it. Best animated. Yeah. Right? Where the fuck was Waltz with Bashir?
I'll tell you where Waltz with Bashir was. Waltz with Bashir was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film, and it won.
It won?
Yes.
Well, excellent. That's great that it won, but where was it for Best Animated? Why wasn't it nominated? I love Bolt.
Yeah.
Bolt is not better than Waltz with Bashir.
No, and that's the problem with doing a Best Animated category right there, because it's I'm not going to even go into people. You've heard me say this before. They just throw anything in there to fill space sometimes.
No, they don't. It has to do with appeasing studios.
It was just like I said, at the Emmys, The Simpsons was nominated, I think, for Best Television Show or Best Writing in a Television Show, something like that for 1 year. 1 year. People went crazy. What, a cartoon is going to come in and go against us and beat us out? So they made a separate category saying Best Animated Television Show, and they put anything in there. You have Simpsons going up against something that's the equivalent of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's fucking ridiculous, and it's politics. That's why.
Yeah. No, so, and that's, but
hey, it got something, man. Yeah. It is unfortunate. That is one of the many
really glad that it got best foreign.
Yeah.
Because it is the best foreign film right there. The only other thing against it that really is that good is, of course, Let the Right One In. Was that nominated?
You have the Bader Meinhof complex, whatever it is, Everlasting Moments from Sweden, Gomorrah from Italy, which I'm watching right now, I don't get it yet, and I've Loved You So Long from France. So no, it was not nominated.
Oh, Let the Right One In is so good.
It is, but it's a vampire movie and they're taking it shallow, so whatever. Best Director for Motion Picture, Stephen Daldry for The Reader, David Fincher, Benjamin Button, Ron Howard, Frost Nixon, Sam Mendes, Revolutionary Road, and Danny Boyle for Slumdog Millionaire, which he won for.
Yeah, Danny Boyle. And Danny Boyle's someone he's going to be nominated. I'm so glad that Slumdog is doing as well as it is, not just here, but in all the critic groups.
Yeah.
It's going to get nominated for Best Picture now, something we weren't sure about beforehand. And Danny Boyle's going to be nominated for Best Director, which means Danny Boyle's probably going to get Best Director.
I think he's going to get it.
I really think that he's and Slumdog might even win. Slumdog is quite possibly his best movie. That's tough to say because he's got so many good movies.
I think Slumdog is a dark horse along with Mickey Rourke. So I think Mickey Rourke after this could possibly get Best Actor now.
It's possible. Well, no, but he's always been a dark horse. We've always included him in the top 5 of actors this year. So he really is incredible in The Wrestler.
Yeah.
But no, Danny Boyle absolutely deserves it. He did a really great job here. The big question is going to be, does Danny Boyle get nominated for the Oscar or does he get nominated along with his co-director?
I don't know.
Because he gave a co-directing credit to someone who directed a lot of the Indian scenes.
I mean, he'll get it. It won't be that. I won't even try to mix it up that way. I think he'll take the credit for it. And let's see, best screenplay by I'm not even gonna read all the categories. Slumdog Millionaire won that.
Best screenplay.
Yeah, best screenplay, Slumdog Millionaire by Simon Beaufoy. So he won. That's the guy that got the credit for that. You have best original score. For motion picture, which went to A.R. Rahman, which is for Slumdog Millionaire. So Slumdog Millionaire did a shitload of just.
Yeah, no, I was hearing there was a big sweep. People kept twittering about that.
And the best original song, Bruce Springsteen beat out. He beat out.
I don't know.
Bruce Springsteen wrote The Wrestler for The Wrestler, but he beat out Clint Eastwood.
Oh, don't tell me they nominated Clint Eastwood for Gran Torino.
Gran Torino.
Look, I love Gran Torino.
You cannot say.
I love Gran Torino, but when Clint's voice comes up at the end, he's like, and the Gran Torino. It's just like, oh God, no, come on, Clint, dude, you're 87 billion years old. Don't do this to us, man.
Yeah, I was thinking when it came up, I was like, who's this fucker with throat cancer they got singing?
Oh no, I knew it was Clint right away because I remember
when
he did this for several of his other films, and I'm like, oh, this wasn't the film to
Paint
do
Your
it,
Wagon.
Dude.
He sang in. You remember that? And
I remember.
He wasn't so. I'm one of the few people
that's one
on
of my
this planet.
That's one of my favorite Simpsons jokes of all time. When Bart and Homer talk Marge into allowing them to pick the movie, and he comes out going, "This is only going to be the greatest Western ever. I don't know how I've never seen it. It's got Lee Marvin and Clint Eastwood. It's called Paint Your Wagons." And she's like, "All right, fine, take it home."
Yeah, no,
and she's like having a great time, and they wanted to hang themselves.
Man, I'm one of the few people who thought that he probably wasn't that bad of a singer in that movie.
So The Wrestler won. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's a cool song too.
Yeah, it is. It is, and Bruce Springsteen won for that. So. Great job on the people who won, like Slumdog Millionaire and Mickey Rourke. I'm happy those people got attention. Danny Boyle, I'm glad. He's one of my favorite directors, so I'm glad.
Yeah.
And this is one of his best movies.
And it's about time Danny Boyle got recognized because he really is one of the very best genre directors out there, and nobody gives him credit for that. He's kind of got this indie love thing going on.
Yeah.
And indie people love him, but the guy's a genre director. He directed a zombie film, a science fiction film, a drug film. He's done a comedy angel film, which really wasn't all that good. He's done so many.
Oh, you're talking about it was funny because I said that's what
Less Ordinary.
That's what I said to him. I said, man, you're one of my favorite directors, not only because you direct, you've directed so much in so many different genres, but you're one of those guys. I can overlook the bad things you've done because you tried so many things. And I said to him, I said, like a lifeless ordinary. I don't know what the fuck you were trying to do with that. And I forgot that there was an Angel movie. Delroy
Lindo, and what's her name? She used to be the Frances McDormand of indie film.
I never thought of her like that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I cannot think of her.
Why
right
can
now.
I not? Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter, yes.
And they play angels with Cameron Diaz and Ewan McGregor. And that movie sucks.
That movie was horrible. The movie had kind of a cool soundtrack about the soundtrack, but that movie was bad.
Yeah, that movie was bad. And see, I love Danny Boyle. That's the one movie where you just have to kind of look away and pretend you didn't see that.
Did you like The Island? Not The Island, but The Beach.
The Beach. I like The Beach. I don't love The Beach, but it's not bad. But there are a few really cool sequences in there. My favorite being the video game hallucination where he's running through the island.
That's my least favorite part.
I love that because he's really tripping out of his head, and that's just a cool sequence. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I
love
thought it was
the end when he's when the drug lords come in and and they're doing that whole thing of like shoot each other. And I'm not want to ruin it for anybody, but that was a really suspenseful scene. I love that scene. I knew it was going to happen at the end, but yeah, Danny Boyle's a great director, man. I hope now that, like you said, the Academy Award is really going to consider him for really prestigious awards there. So what else we got going on, man? Oh, yeah. Next week, we're going to record early. So you had the idea of just making it an email show.
We're going to have to do this Wednesday night.
Yeah.
We're all going out to see this epic, huge film that's coming out this week. It's incredible. I cannot wait because we're all going to go see what may be the best film of the year that they're releasing early. It's called Paul Blart Mall Cop. It's apparently Die Hard, but with Kevin James. I can't wait to see it. It looks awesome.
It's going to be next year's Slumdog Millionaire.
It is going to blow people's doors off. So we're going to go see that Wednesday night, and then we're going to come back here to glow about how incredible Kevin James is.
Kevin James, not only as a security guard, but a security guard on a Segway. It's going to be great.
That's comedy gold, right? You said that, and my insides are laughing already.
You're laughing so hard on the
King
inside.
of Queens on a Segway, Mall Cop, dude. This is a recipe for awesome. So we're going to go see that on Wednesday night, and then we're going to come back here and record for it, and then you and I are going to do a special Couple of Cold Ones email show where we're just going to answer emails for an hour.
Yes. So people, if you have some good stuff, this is the time to send it to us.
Send it to Corey, not to me.
Okay, yeah, send it to me.
Dude, seriously.
And I know. And I
so
get
send
it. People know
send it to Corey, and I've already given Corey special instructions not to pull that shit where he like randomly pulls it up at the during the show.
Oh, well, that's what's going to happen.
To pick out the emails beforehand to find some good ones.
I can't promise you that that's what's going to happen.
Please promise me that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to try.
Then it's going to be like 12 Dark Knight questions. We're all going to be. How many times can we really answer who we want as the next villain?
Now, to be fair, we have not had any Dark Knight questions the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, to be fair, I've been talking for the last 6 weeks about how I'm sick to death of fucking Dark Knight questions.
I don't get that.
It only took
like
3 weeks to stop getting Dark Knight questions.
I get more Star Wars questions than I get Dark Knight questions right now.
I don't understand that.
That was one I don't understand. Like I said, one guy pretty much he asked. I don't know why I even fell for it. He asked me just straight up, why does everybody like the prequels not as much as they like the original?
Was it Andres?
No, it was not. It was Batman 0812 Otuka.
Oh, as opposed to Joker 1389.
Exactly. But it was, and the guy came to the party. I like this guy. We actually have fun talking. But I just can't believe I went on a rant about Star Wars after a basic question like that. So yeah, send your emails over. We will be having a whole email show that night, and it'll be good.
But no Couple of Cold Ones next Monday. That's the problem.
No, it'll be posted on that Monday.
Okay. Well, we won't be doing the top 5 or any of our normal bullshit.
No top 5. No top 5 at all. So
but make sure your questions are good. Not just don't try to think real hard for a question. If you've got a good question, something that you already know is something really good, ask it, but don't just kind of throw out, then what do you think about this old movie? Seriously, send us
that
good
is
questions.
A good idea. That's a good thing right there to say, because some people just ask things just to ask. If you ain't got shit to say, don't say it.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if some people just want to hear themselves talk.
And literally another great rule, don't don't go on for the huge 3 paragraphs before you get to the question because Corey's not going to fucking read it. He just will. He'll look at it. He'll see it's long and go, "Oh, fuck this! I want it." He wants something. Make sure it's short and easy enough that you can ask it in 2 or 3 sentences.
Yeah.
But good enough that we can talk about it for 5-10 minutes and
people
use your name frequently.
Think about if we were going to read this on the air, and I'm not going to read a whole paragraph, all right? Because some people say at the end, "Oh, I'm sorry for the long email." Like, well, I'm sorry too, but I'm not reading this shit. And make sure I see a question mark somewhere in there, okay? Because if I don't, I'm just going to assume it's not a question and it's just a statement.
You need to learn the TLDR, my friend. The TLDR.
What's that?
Too long, didn't read.
Oh, there you go. Well, that sums that up right there. So
just send people back TLDR.
Now, I'll tell you where I am going.
That shows them that you care.
A little TLDR. I am going. I lucked out and had a friend say, "Hey, I have a ticket to go see what is it? Black Dynamite at Sundance." So I said, "Look, if I can afford to go, I will go." And I have a place because you can't find a place to stay at all. It's booked.
No.
So I said, "Well, if you have a ticket for me and a place to stay, I'm there, man." And turns out that it happened that way. So I'm heading there. I'm going to go see Black Dynamite. Now, have you seen it? Have you heard anything about it?
I have not seen it, no.
Now, what is this? Are you smiling? Is this because you're not supposed to say you've seen it? Or
No, I have not seen it. Okay. I absolutely have not seen Black Dynamite.
Okay. Well, what's the grin for? What's the smile?
You're flying out to see Black Dynamite.
Yeah, well, I mean.
That's fantastic.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here.
No, there's nothing going on.
Okay, all right. But, yeah, so if anybody's at Sundance, we always say this whenever we go somewhere. If anybody's at Sundance, and I will be there. So if
just look for the one black guy in Utah.
And it's not hard against all that snow. So I'll be the only one out there who didn't prepare. Not only the black showing up against the snow, but I didn't prepare to dress for the whole thing.
Yeah, you're going to be out there wearing this shirt you got now, buttoned down.
Yeah, boy.
Just above your stomach.
Exactly. Gotta look cool.
It's so cold out here. Fuck, why does anybody live here? Because we have coats.
But I look smooth while I'm freezing. So, yeah. So in Sundance is this weekend. Black Dynamite is showing 11:30 on a Sunday night, I think. Or is it Saturday? I think it's Sunday. Whatever the 18th is. Is the 18th or the 19th? So anyway, yeah. If anybody's going to be there, please let me know. I'm meeting up with another friend of mine who I grew up with who's going to be out there. So we should have some good times.
So how are we doing on time?
We're doing actually pretty good. I mean, we're not even at an hour yet. So that means we got time to go in and read an email.
All right. Well, there we go.
Let's go. Let's see. I didn't even prepare for this. I should have brought up the email. Now keep doing that. Because at some point I'm going to come in with the... I'm going to wait. Man, we saw this guy. Okay, people think they think I try to reject all this nerd stuff, but yeah, I'm the biggest nerd about this stuff.
I was just playing that game last night.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, Brian Brushwood and I, a long time ago,
Schwood,
yeah. We were online, and he said, "I got to show you guys something." He said, "It's this guy who memorized how to play the Super Mario Brothers theme on the piano." This Asian kid's on,
on the
piano. Yeah,
he plays all those things.
Oh, yeah. So he's playing that, and then we're listening to it like, "Oh, this is cool." Then he gets to, and we're like, "Yeah!" And I'm like, "Wait a minute, what am I doing?"
Yeah, have you heard him do Legend of Zelda?
Hey, man, let me tell you something. The Legend of Zelda song brings tears to my eyes. Oh, I love it. Just the meaty version of that, you know, the low res, whatever version of that, it would give me chills. But when I heard they had and look, people, you know, I talk about Cyrus and Leon all the time being nerds. Everybody, I don't tell too many people, but I'm a video game freak, man. And when I grew up with all those games, and they had a tour that was going on that had video game music being done by a full orchestra. Mm-hmm. And I was going to go see that. I didn't do it because I forgot why I got busy or something, but I listened online, and they did the Legend of Zelda theme, and I cried, man. I was like, oh, my God, this is incredible.
Yes, you did.
Oh, did you ever see that fake trailer that they put online on April Fool's Day for The Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
I knew it was fake, but That was well done, man.
No, it wasn't.
You-
I got a letter from one of my editors at what for one of the places I write at, saying, "Hey, could you write up a piece on this? This trailer looks incredible." And I'm like, "Dude, it's an April Fool's joke."
Man, look, no, if you had common sense, you knew it was an April Fool's joke. I mean, anybody in their right mind, if you were either in the video games and you didn't hear about that, then it's not real. That's a Legend of Zelda movie, and you don't know about it. Okay, but then I was looking at it, it's like, for an April Fool's joke, though, this is elaborate, man, and this is pretty good. And if somebody gave them the budget to do it for real, I think they do a great job. And they added the orchestration that they did and all that stuff. I mean,
That was lame.
No, it was great, man. And there was. I mean, look, yeah, you could tell like they didn't have the budget to do great special effects, but for the
Give
most
it to
part,
Uwe.
yeah, no, I hope not. But yeah, no, man. Hey, look, my hats off to those guys. That was pretty good for a joke. They did it great.
And now that we're done with 7-month-old news,
That's
let's
right.
move
Here we
on
go.
to the email
damn you.
question.
All right.
You know, I was of all things, I was at a 90s party last night. One of my friends threw a 90s party for her 22nd birthday, and so we all went dressed up in 90s clothes and listened to 90s music and drank Bartles and James and Zima and smoked Swisher Sweets. And
Swisher Sweets.
it was a little crazy. It was a lot of fun.
Oh wow, this is a good email. This is from Aaron, and I'll go ahead and read the story after we just said we
He's
don't
got
want
a 3-paragraph story.
No,
All right, let's-
but he just says basically he said he walked out the Spirit. I'm not reading this whole thing. He walked out of the Spirit, and I've heard this from several people.
Okay, we get fucking told you.
Yeah, High walked out on it, and co-host rolled out with on that movie. It was so. Basically, he wants to know what is the last movie that we've both walked out on. I think it's a good question because Leon and I, we allow ourselves one movie every year to walk out on. Unfortunately, I cannot remember what that movie is because I've had to fight myself to stay in both Disaster Movie and Meet the Spartans. I actually had a fun time at Disaster Movie, even though it's
Now, hold on. You keep saying this with Meet the Spartans, but in truth, you came in halfway through Meet the Spartans.
Yeah, that is true.
did
Not
not
halfway
actually-
through. I missed a lot of the beginning, but it wasn't halfway through. But I did walk in late. But I can't remember the last movie that I actually walked out on. I came close to Over Her Dead Body. I was very close.
Yeah. The last movie I walked out on was Book of Love in, I think, 1987, I want to say.
Damn.
My mother pulled me out of the movie. But I have never walked out of a film. I don't walk out on movies.
He does call you a true soldier for sticking in and suffering that piece of shit. He's referring to the Spirit.
I do not. The thing is I feel that if you've walked out of a film, the only review you can get is, I watched it up to this point, I hated it, and I walked out. I feel that you can't give it a true, full, honest review if you didn't sit through every minute of the film. And as a result, I feel like once I've seen something truly unspeakably awful like Bride Wars, it's one of those things where it's like, no, I got to stick this through. I got to see how it ends. And then I can tear it apart. And
Yeah.
no, I don't walk out of films. I just don't. Never have. Not willingly.
Okay. Well, there we go with that.
What was the last film you remember walking out of?
The Bewitched I walked out on because all you guys were there, and I walked out on near the end. I was like, I can't get any more out of this. I hate this movie. And
liked that movie.
I know you guys liked it. I couldn't. I hated it. I still hate it. I saw it on TV one day, and I was like, this is ridiculous, man. But that's just me. Wow. Somebody's asking about award shows. And we just went over that. They want to look. Maybe I can elaborate a little bit more. They want to know our feelings on Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, Academy Awards, and as I said, man, look, we didn't elaborate too much in the beginning, but it's just a cheese factor that's there that I don't like. It's the same thing every year. I'm happy. I mean, if I was to ever get an Academy Award where I talk shit, no, I'd go and take it. I mean, appreciation is appreciation. But the award shows is, like I said, it's all based on opinion. Nobody's ever going to agree on who should win something. So who are we to say that just because a panel of people deserves this, that we should agree? and make it official. I hate the singing of it. I hate the music at the Academy Awards. I hate the whole thing of everybody in that room to kind of kiss each other's ass. But every now and then you do get a good story, a Cinderella story, somebody who really deserves that attention, and I'm happy for them. So do I think they're necessary in that way? Yeah.
Well, I think what's great about it is it draws attention to films that deserve the attention. A lot of times the winners, and sometimes not even the winners, but a film that gets nominated a lot will see a spike in rental sales or in people seeing it if it's still in the theaters. And that's great because anytime something can turn people on to good films, all the better. Which is why it's kind of frustrating when the wrong movies win to a certain extent. But this year with the Globes, even though I tend to detest the Globes, for the most part, I like a lot of the stuff they gave awards to. Although it was really hard to go wrong this year. This really was such a great year. So,
all right, we have a question here from Jonathan. Jonathan has been on the site for a while, so I feel obligated to read his question. He says, "Hey guys, my question is, do you think there will ever be a live action?" Okay.
Oh God. Oh fuck me running. What's the question?
Do you ever think there'll be a live action Batman Beyond or Batman of the Future movie? And what are your thoughts? And they say, "Who do you think should play?"
Who do you think should play the villain?
No.
Did he actually ask that?
No, I thought that's where it was going. That's why I was laughing. They didn't. They said, "Who do you think should play Bruce Wayne?" And he says, "I think Clint Eastwood." But man, at this moment, no, I do not think there will be. So there you go.
No.
Yeah, and simple and plain put. I know at one time they were hardcore about doing that, and it's interesting to bring that up because they were throwing the guy who directed The Wrestler, Darren Aronofsky's name around for directing a Batman Beyond movie.
Well, because he was at the time trying to make Batman: The Dark Knight, and that he wrote that script with Frank Miller.
Oh, what did he?
Yes, that script was awful. That's the one where Batman is swinging through the city and everyone looks up and someone goes, "It's a bird. It's a plane." And someone else goes, "It's Superfly."
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. No, that script is awful. Aronofsky left the project, and nobody talked to Frank Miller about working on The Dark Knight after that, which is where it ended up in the hands of Christopher Nolan, who said, "You know what? You don't do The Dark Knight. You start out with Batman Begins and work up to The Dark Knight."
And these are Frank Miller's words. It's Superfly.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's a black man with a fro who says, "It's Superfly."
Somebody needs to take that motherfucker out in the back of an alley somewhere and pistol whip his
No,
ass.
instead they gave him a movie called The Spirit.
Well, I'd rather him have that than anything. Okay, this is kind of a weird question, but I'll talk about it just real brief. They said this is from Sonic Extreme 1984. "This Wednesday, my grandfather passed away, and the funeral was on Sunday. I'm feeling kind of down about this situation. Do you have any suggestions to help me get over it? I have recently went to a funeral and been through something like this. All I can say is, if your grandfather lived a full life, celebrate that and remember that, because there's a lot of people who die young, not able to actually experience life at its fullest. And if your grandfather did that, be happy for him. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Everybody dies, right? I mean, that's a fact of life. Everybody fucking dies, man.
Except for George.
No, not only does anyone not know what we're talking about,
But nobody, but you're cracking up because it's true.
it's a friend of ours, man. They got a long history with him. Yeah, I'm not going to even get into it. That's just...
No, the point is he believes in immortality and he is trying to achieve.
Does he?
Oh, you didn't know that? No, he believes that immortality is possible and is constantly seeking true immortality.
Did he tell me something like this
Yes,
one time?
he told everybody about this.
He told me something like this, and I thought that it was just kind of an interesting joke. Like, I read this theory, and I don't really buy into it, but he was serious about that shit, huh?
That's why I said no. Everybody dies except George.
Our friend George is going to live on forever and ever because he has found a secret to immortality. So if you haven't done that and you live a full life, then it's something that you can celebrate. And everybody goes through a loss. What can I tell you? Everybody goes through a loss, and it's something that's going to shock everyone. And at some point, man, you're going to realize that your grandfather wanted you to live your life. He doesn't want you to mope around, and you too are going to learn how to move on. Go out and be active, is what I would say. And don't sit around feeling bad for him or for yourself. And listen to us because we'll make you laugh. I'll give you the address to George, and maybe he can not only give you the secret to immortality, but maybe he could give you the secret to resurrection. Or something.
I don't know. I say you should go and drop $10 on the Spirit, and you'll want to join Grandpa pretty soon. That motherfucker got out early.
Oh
Shit.
man. Yeah, no, man, go live life, man. Your grandfather would want you to do that, and stay active. Get around some friends and use this time to, you know what? If you want to make your grandfather proud, go out and do something and make a success of yourself like he would want you to, and that's the best thing you can do for your grandfather and for yourself. So we're moving up on an hour right here. So that dude really, you're bringing back some memories. I thought that was a joke.
No. It's...
I always knew that son of a bitch was a vampire, man. I told you.
Wants to live forever.
And George is a goth. Now, I thought George was just goth, but apparently he really is a Dracula. So there we go. Anyway, there's our show for tonight, and that's it. So we will...
At least APD thinks so.
Crazy, man. All right. So I say nothing. I say I'm not in the middle of anything. All right, y'all. Give us some questions for next week, some good ones, and we'll talk to you next time.
And have them by Wednesday afternoon to Corey.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everybody.
See ya.